everyone. Good evening. My name is Mike Marlowe, and I'm honored to be your fire chief here at Lincoln County Fire Protection District. A little history about myself, and then I'd like to do an introduction of our administrative side, because a lot of you folks don't really know us, other than what maybe comes from others, and so you're going to hear it from me. And how honored we are tonight to have your presence, and of course the ceremony tonight, which is the oath of our new captains and their badge pinning, which is an honored event in the fire service. So I've been honored to be in the fire service career side for 47 years. I'm getting up here a little bit in age, but it's a career. And I know your loved ones that serve our department here and other departments believe the same thing. It's a career. It's a devotion. And when you become a captain, it enters us into a new era of that devotion. And we'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. 47 years in the service. Most of my time was in St. Louis County, where I worked my way up through the ranks. Was honored to serve as the chief of Wentzville for 5 years and help them build out their department. You know, that grew rather quickly. And here we are in Lincoln County, where I've been honored to be your chief for, I believe it's 3 years. I kind of lose track of time. Because we too are growing out here. And we'll talk a little bit about that, and that's why we're here tonight to celebrate our 3 new captains, is because of our growth. I want to introduce our admin side and our governance side. Because most of you know we're a fire protection district, so we're regulated by state statute. And under that state statute, we have to have governance. And our governance are 3 board of directors. And our board of directors here do a fabulous job for the district. Our chairperson is Director Ken Elliott. Ken has been on our department for 15 years. Ken started as a volunteer here at Lincoln County Fire Protection District. Because of his abilities and whatevers, we hired him here. So Ken became a firefighter. Ken became a firefighter here at the district, paramedic. And then Ken retired from the district to run his prominent business here in town. So a total of 15 years brings a lot of experience. So Ken's our chairperson. Also with us this evening is our secretary, Mr. Pat Reed. Pat too has been with us in all the loving ways to help us through everything in public relations for a very, very long time. He's our official photographer, and that's huge for us because he goes to our fire scenes and our other incident scenes, and he takes photos of what we do. And photos project 1,000 words. And when folks see that, they say, we see our first responders doing their job. Pat, because he cares about this district and all of us, became our board of director and has served with that for a few years now also. Our newest board of director is Mr. Bruce Becker, and he's our treasurer. Director Becker has a long career as a first responder, so he knows the industry. He retired as an honored master sergeant for the Missouri State Highway Patrol and served in our military throughout his whole career, either in the National Guard or in the Reserves, and is a local leader in the community with our veterans. So we thank him for that service. The makeup of this district, without these individuals that I'm going to mention, we would all be lost. First and foremost is our Assistant Chief, Robert Schramm. Robert has been here since, I like to say, he was probably 14 years old. He understands this district, he understands this county, and he serves it with total and complete honor. Robert has been with the district for over 24 years of total service. His main function here, he does everything. He does everything I ask him to do, the firefighters ask him to do, and the district asks him to do. From operations chief, where he takes charge of our incidents, to our training officer, working with not only our career folks, but also our volunteers here. Also, Donna Creech. Donna's been with the district for many, many, many years as our administrator to our office. Donna's been with us for over 23 years, and she too started as a volunteer there. So you can see the family approach to this district. Recently hired as our office assistant also, Miss Linda Gant in the back there, and our fire marshal, Mr. Steve Mosier. So Steve's function is to keep all of our community safe through enforcement of our building code. So that's the introduction of our administrative side of this district. A round of applause for them, please. So let me give you a little history of the district, but I promise you I'm only going back 3 years. Because my true historian is Robert, but I can tell you what's happened here in 3 years. 3 short years. A lot, exactly. And that's why we're here tonight, to honor our newly promoted captains based on this reason. It starts with our residents and our business owners of this district. They care about their fire department. They care so much about their fire department that back on November 3rd of 2020, this district was honored with 2 tax proposals that passed. The first one was a half-cent sales tax. This county, this fire district is blessed to be able to go for a sales tax. Not a lot of fire districts can, based on state statute. Plus, which is unheard of, the citizens of this district allowed us a $14 million capital improvement bond. All that same night. The reason we went to our residents for this was we needed help. We needed help from them to help serve them. Our call load here is tremendous. Your firefighters, your family members run all day and all night. And it's not just fires, it's any type of an emergency you can imagine. We needed to add to our workforce here. The career guys were doing a great job, the volunteer guys were doing a great job, but let's face it, we're growing. With that $14 million bond, we were able to secure all brand new equipment. And honestly, folks, our equipment was falling apart. It's nobody's fault. The guys and gals did a great job here doing what they had to get the job done. But $14 million allowed us to do cash of all new equipment. And I'm sure some of your family members have shared what a new modern fire truck costs today. It's $1 million. Plus, that capital bond allowed us to build a new state-of-the-art station, fire station in Moscow Mills. The old station served the community well back in the day, but it wouldn't even fit a modern fire truck. So we were able to build in Moscow Mills where we needed. That's where our call load was at. So a firehouse is good, fire trucks are great, but if it's not, we don't have firefighters, we don't have it, right? So the half-cent sales tax gained us the ability to hire 12 additional paid career firefighter paramedics. So the district, because of what these firefighters have done for years, serving the public here with the utmost of respect and care, the citizens said, yes, we'll take care of you. We were blessed. That's why we're here tonight. To add our captains now to fill that station's needs. So before I talk a little bit about what captains are, I'd like an opportunity for our chairperson, Director Ken Elliott, to say a few words.
Oh boy. Thank you all for coming, and thank you for your support. Our new captains are being trusted with people. They're being trusted with situations. I've worked with them. It's a great honor to have worked with them and be around them. And it's important that they have your support, because without that, it's hard for them to do their job. So I thank you for being here tonight, and I thank you for your support, because really we're in a relationship business. So we're happy to make these promotions. I mean, I would have never thought in 2008 we would be able to do this. So I'm extremely thrilled, and thank you very much.
So I'd like to say a few things about our new captains and the traits that it takes to be a company officer. But before I do that, I want to kind of unfold how we're going to have this event. So after I say this about what makes a good company officer, I want to tell you all that you'll be welcome to come forward and we'll do the oath. And then after the oath, we'll do the badge pinning. And then after that, please help yourself to some refreshments, and we'll continue our meeting in there. This is all family tonight for you all. You should be very proud of what's taking place, and I know you are. Probably the biggest leap for any firefighter that he or she makes, be it paid or volunteer, is to the company officer level. When I say company officer, I mean fire captain. So these are some traits. Director Elliott hit on a few of them, and I want to hit on a few more that a company officer possesses and why it's so important. Tactical leadership. We all know why. A good understanding of the necessary strategies and tactics for managing a wide range of emergency situations. Today's fire captains, today's fire service handles an array of events. Just the other morning, our firefighters responded to a tanker overturned here on 61, leaking methyl ethyl death, is what I call it, ethanol, which is a flammable. Over 5,000 gallons of product on the ground. Crews handled it superbly. With the leadership of their captains and the knowledge of all, they were able to stop that leak from continuing on down into the river, put foam on the product to eliminate the fumes, did their job. Tactics are a huge part of a company officer's job. Being able to mitigate that scene, no matter what that scene is, no matter what time of day it is. Influence management. Know how to manage upward in an organization, and that they are sensitive to and usually act in support of their supervisor's interests. Team management. Good company officers are good at team building. Promoting involvement. Getting your crews to communicate in a frank and open manner. They set clear goals and objectives. Above all, they are great communicators. A good company officer has to know how to manage folks. They're people-orientated. They build supportive relationships with their firefighters. They manage performance problems. Good company officers encourage their employees and team members to be completely open in their communications. They have to be flexible and encourage innovation. Good company officers have an adopting approach that allows them to modify their management approach based on the situation. And these last two are somewhat the most important. Leadership. Company officers have to be good leaders, and they have to be teachers. Good company officers understand and appreciate that in their position, they are part supervisor and part teacher. You can understand the role of a fire captain. It is one of the most important roles of any leader within the fire organization. I trust our new captains understand that, or they wouldn't be here tonight to be getting this honored position. And they worked very hard for this position. This department sets some pretty high standards. before you can even take the test to be a captain. Obviously, these 3 individuals met those standards. So we're honored tonight to do this ceremony. So at this time, without further ado, I would like to ask Mr. Robert Blunk, Mr. Brett Owenby, and Mr. Paul Sansoni to come forward with your family, and we'll do this oath. So you gentlemen can keep looking that way, and I'm going to stand here and administer the oath, okay? Are we ready?
I'm trying. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No,
Take
you're
your time.
okay. You're okay. It's okay.
We have everybody up here? Yeah. All right, here we go. I state your name.
I, Robert Blunk,
Do hereby swear
do hereby swear
that as a fire captain with the Lincoln County Fire Protection District Number 1,
as a fire captain with Lincoln County Fire Protection District Number 1,
my fundamental duty is to serve the people I have sworn to protect,
my fundamental duty is to serve the people I've sworn to protect,
to safeguard and to preserve life,
to safeguard and preserve life,
health, and property against fire and other perils.
health and property against fire.
I will uphold the standards
I will uphold the standards
of my profession and position
of my profession and position
as a company officer,
as a company officer,
and I will lead my fire company
and I will lead my fire company
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability,
with fairness and no prejudice.
with fairness and no prejudice.
Congratulations. All right. So next is the honored badge pinning. So captains, select who you would like to pin your badge on your Class A jacket, and we will begin. Are we ready?
Make sure you send me that second one.
You got it?
Yes.
You want to get in on me? Yeah.
Oh, you're fine. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Captain Sansoni, Captain Blunk, and Captain Owenby. So that concludes the official part of this. Please hang around for some refreshments, and if the board's acceptable, we'll go ahead and start back up after you have all the photos you need. Okay.